Shri Indresh Ji, Principal, Dean, all the teachers, all the guests, students. Actually, I have learned a lot, just like you all have learned a lot from Shri Indresh Ji. So there's no point for me to repeat these very important subjects. Once we have heard it, then we keep in our is very, very befitting, because this is a Sri Sai University and subject is NASHA MUKTI, and it is organized by Himalayan Parivar. So we should be very clear and very fair why people take drugs. It's very easy to say, don't take drugs. Drugs are very bad. Very easy to say. But people still will take drug. Even they know it is bad, still they will take drug. So we have to tackle the real cause, the kind of psychological reason why people take drug. There are so many kinds of drugs. The drug which is most common, as I have learned from the faculty here. Before coming here, I had a couple of minutes of talk with them. The most common drugs are prescription medicine. So that is very strange. You're supposed to be sick before you take medicine. Now, people are taking medicine when they are not sick, and then they get sick by taking medicine. It is opposite to what it's really meant for. So it is really a sort of a mental disorder. I wanted to say this in Hindi. I respect Hindi language very much, because that is coming from Sanskrit. And Sanskrit is the language that Buddha have spoken. I'm a Buddhist, so this is a holy language for me. Therefore, although I can speak broken Hindi, I came to India 1959 when I'm 5 years old. So I grew up here, so of course, pata to hai. Magar, my Hindi is really broken, very, very bad. So, because I respect this language so much, so I dare not say, dare not use this language unless I am perfect with the Hindi. But I like to use for this particular few words that I have. Why people take drug? One of the reasons. तुम क्यों ये गंदा ये बहुत खराब जहर खा रहा है? क्यों खा रहा है? फिर जवाब तो देना पड़ेगा. One of the जवाब would be this. मैं खड़ा हुआ, उन लोग बोला था लंबू. मैं बैठा हुआ, उन लोग बोला था छोटू. मैं कुछ बोला था, उन लोग बोला था पागल. मैं चुपचाप से बैठा, उन लोग बोला था बुद्धू. मैं क्या करूं? मैं क्या करना? फिर मैं जहर खाने के शुरू किया. समझ गया? हाँ. So my Hindi is no good, so forgive me. But so people take drug out of first station, and there's a very big misunderstanding. Lots of people like to think that people take drug out of curiosity. It is not. Out of curiosity, very few people take drug. They take it out of frustration. There's so much expectation from their parents, from society, from every direction, so that the youngsters, they cannot handle them. They feel pressurized. They feel frustrated. They feel they are looked down and they are neglected and they are never good enough. So they make friends with people who have similar problems, and then they all go and take drugs to make themselves numb. बेहोश होने के लिए जहर पी रहा है ना? So actually what happens when you take those drugs is actually you are getting poisoned. That's what it is. When you are a little bit poisoned, then you have these funny visions, or some people just kind of become unconscious. So hours go by, they don't know. So these things happen, and that is the reason why they take the drug. And that is actually poisoning. So what is drug overdose? The drug overdose is when they take too much poison, then they die. So very, very nice name, drug overdose. That means if it's not overdose, it's okay. It's not okay. Drug overdose will kill you right away. And drug not overdose will kill you slowly. And then another thing that happens when you take drug, your personality will disappear. Your self-respect will disappear. Your motivation for life will disappear. And your confidence, your self-esteem will disappear. And you become sort of burden for yourself. And that's why so many drug addicts, they turn to violence, or they turn to crime, or many times they commit suicide. They kill themselves. And all of these things are the result of taking drug. Of course, you are young people. I'm not saying that you are taking drugs, don't misunderstand me. But what I'm saying is, this is a university. So when children go to school, preschool, they don't take drugs because they're too young, they're too small. They can't find drugs. They don't know what is what. But after going to school, after finishing, and somewhere in the college, and somewhere towards the university, then they know those name of those medicines and the compound of those prescription drugs. Then they know what will be the effect of it if they mix those things. What will happen to their mind? So that is why a certain age group likely to have a vulnerability towards drugs. And what is the most important and precious thing in our life is our mind. Our mind is the most precious thing. There's nothing more precious than our mind in our life. We have 10 kilo diamond. It cannot make our mind better. Nothing can compare to the value and capacity and potential of our mind. And what drug does is destroys that potential. Destroys that potential. And if you become a successful drug addict, what you will become? You will become the boss of a drug smuggling gang. Is that what you want to be? So that is the only future that the drug will offer for you. And I tell you, one who lived by the sword, died by the sword. So none of these very famous, known throughout the world, these drug lords, most of them die a violent death. Few of them lucky enough to be caught by the law and die in prison. That is very lucky. Otherwise, they will have a terrible death because of the rival gang will get them. So this way, I cannot say too much because you have many other activities. So I wanted to draw a conclusion of this subject. I request to all of you, any of you, in my eyes, really, I don't see anyone here seriously involved in drug. I can't see. Because I have seen more than enough. I have gone around the world clockwise and anti-clockwise so many times. So I dealt with lots of people who are addicts. And I helped a lot of these people. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. But I do my best. But I don't see any of that in any of you. Eyes don't lie, I आंखों ने झूठ नहीं बोल सकता है, झूठ बोलता है मुख में. आंखों झूठ नहीं बोलता है, मुख झूठ बोलता है ना? So I don't see that. So therefore, that is what I think. But if any of you taking drugs, stop it. Stop it. Instead, do exercise, eat good food, enjoy fresh air, Up here we have fresh air. Yeah. The rest of the world comes to these places to enjoy the fresh air. And have some hobby, some sports, because that is good for you and good for the nation as well. And at the same time, when your brain is exercised, then you become wiser person, because deep inside you, in your mind, which is right now functioning through the brain. Mind is not brain, but mind functions through brain. Dead person's body also have a brain, but it doesn't function, But living person's brain functions, and it functions because mind functions through the brain. So as you develop, you become wiser. When you become wiser, you become happier. If you are unhappy, it can mean only two things. One thing is, maybe you have some kind of illness. There's so many kind of sickness, so you have to see a doctor. Or another reason is you did not develop your mind. You did not develop your brain. अपना दिमाग बंद के रखना नहीं है ना, ये थोड़ा सा उनका थोड़ा सा काम देना चाहिए, दिमाग का काम देना चाहिए, ठीक है ना? If you don't make your brain work, then you will become like a zombie. Yes. So your wisdom is ताला बांध के रखा है. आपका क्या बोलते हैं, प्रज्ञा और ज्ञान, ये बंद करके नहीं रखना, ये खोलना चाहिए. That's why you have Sri Sai University. This is the place where your brain will be developed. Of course, we human beings right now develops our brain, its capacity up to 10%, 15%, not more. If we develop our brain to 100%, we will be superhuman. I don't think we will be Buddha, because Buddha is beyond brain, but very close to it. So, 20% तो use करो ना. Please make use of your brain at least 20, 25, 30% in this life. Please. Okay? Promise?
Yes, sir.
Promise?
Yes, sir.
I couldn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And I wanted to end by saying I appreciate very much for this institution, this university, and also Himalayan Parivar inviting me here to share my thoughts on this very important subject. And also I have a lot to share on the same subject that Sri Indresji have spoken to you, but I will not waste your time, because Sir have talked to you for very clearly. So I am with him in the principle of all of that importance of environment, and importance of Himalaya, and importance of being aware of environment. Very, very, very important, because this world have to go on for millions of years, and way it looks like, the way it looked today, it is not going to last for that long. So therefore, I wish you all my best for all the success in NASHA MUKTI effort, and best wishes for Himalayan Parivar for all of its effort. It's a wonderful, awesome effort. And also Sri Sai University for success of creating. Right now, I believe you have about 1,600 brains here, and so that is a lot. And 600 such universities should come up. 1,600 such universities should come out of this university, this batch. Yes. We the human beings are the master of this planet right now. We are next to the God. And we should remain as such. And if we don't manage to be what we are already, acting and functioning as the only kind of master on this planet, then there will be karma. We believe in karma, karam. So we will not be the master of this planet. So therefore, we wanted to be a good human being for the sake of entire living creatures and environment on this earth. So, and also I like to say for the sake of Bharat Mata. Why I can say that is because I came here, I'm 5 years old. So I grew up here, so Bharat is my Mata, personally. At the same time, I'm a Buddhist. Prince Siddhartha was a Hindu prince, and he attained Buddhahood in India, in Bodh Gaya, and he lived and taught and passed into Paranirvana in India. So Buddhism is coming from India, so it is Bharat Mata. Okay? So may world be blessed by all the wisdoms that is born by the Bharat Mata. All the best. Thank you. Thank you.